Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Buck Let's Play here today, and today I'm doing a review of the new Bethesda Game Studio video game Fallout 4. It's the long-awaited sequel to the original Fallout New Vegas. Of course not original, but the last Fallout game, and it's been quite a while since they made it. And I know everyone's been really excited for this game. Of course, I didn't play Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas quite that much, but I did like the games, and I definitely like the games made by Bethesda, such as Skyrim. Excuse me. But from what I have played in this game, which is actually about 10 hours of gameplay, I really like the game, and I'm gonna give you all a little bit of information about the game. So this really isn't a review, it's mainly just to kind of help you guys understand some of the basic concepts of the game and to decide if you want the game or not. So I'm actually going to start a new game, and then I'll probably jump to a game that I've already started and show you some of the features throughout that. So here we are.
War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, huh?
At the beginning of the game, when you create your character.
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
You can choose male or female, obviously. But it's a lot different than the original Fallout games. You can basically, you just click on the buttons below and you can modify quite a few different features on your character.
Hey, my turn, big guy.
If you want to be a female, click Y. Or if you're on the PC, I'm not sure what button it is.
Let me just slide in here.
But as you can see, I am a male. I'm going to make a male character. There are a bunch of presets for characters. Go through them real quickly here. And there we are. Alright, I'm gonna go with that one. In the face, the sculpting menu, you can actually just click on the different things here and change the hairstyles.
Put a little
You can
color
move.
in your hair.
You can actually sculpt the different parts of the body. Like you click on it and you press the buttons to scale it and make it different sizes. Change the way the nose looks. All kinds of great detail there. Now, just to give you a little bit of information how the game starts, as you can see, you are in what is kind of more of a futuristic kind of life. But basically, here in a little bit, you are going to get invited into Vault 111, where you are supposedly getting protection from a massive nuclear war. Now, while you're in Vault 111, you actually are frozen. And somewhere in that time frame of 200 years, you are unfrozen. You witness the murder of your wife or husband if you're playing as a female, and you see a character take your son, which is what the game's primary objective is, to find your son, Sean, which is right here. Okay, here we are back in my game. Of course, none of you have seen it, but this is my personal game. I'm currently level 13, and this is the actual town that you start off in at the very beginning of the game that I showed you earlier on. And this house right over here is actually what's left of the house that your character starts off in. This is the bathroom that you created your character. Back here was Sean's bedroom. As you can see, there are beds in here. And that's one of the new features of the game that many of you are going to like, and one of the most fantastic features of the game in my personal opinion. If you hold down the backspace button, of course I'm playing this on the PC, but I use a controller. This is an actual settlement. When you start the game, you actually come across people known as the Minutemen, who are basically devoted to protecting the people of the Commonwealth, and you become their general, basically. And your duties are to build up the settlements, bring more people in, increase the food, water, power, defense, etc., etc. And as you can see, the food is based upon these little food plots that I placed. You can place as many as you want. This building here in front of me was not here earlier. There was a house here that was completely destroyed, and you destroy it and you build it. You you don't really prefabricate anything, but For example, let me go in here. See, the shopping basket, if I press X to scrap, you get plastic and steel from it. And that material is taken over to your workbench, which you can use to build buildings, which is just like this one I built. And you have to have beds for each person, and you can make all kinds of things, such as chairs, couches. You don't have to actually make them. If you don't destroy them in the houses, you can actually pick them up and store them, which I did in many cases. But the house that my character originally spawned in, I put all the beds that were required for the total number of people here, and I've actually got 13 beds, so there's more than enough beds in this place. So yeah, anyway, these people, some of them are important and can't be moved around, but if we get out of the build menu here and go to the Pip-Boy, as you can see on the map, there's a place here called Abernathy Farm. That's a settlement you can build in. There's a place a little ways further down the road here, right here, the Oberlin Station. There's also the Red Rocket Truck Stop. These are all places. These are all settlements that you have to protect, that you can build on. You can move settlers in between them. You have control over them. That is the fantastic thing about this game. But some characters like this guy, Sturgis, and this guy in here, I forget his name, Wan Long, they can't be moved, but you can actually move people between settlements. And like these water pumps, I had to build those for the water. This is an electric generator, and I had to set up all the lights because this house was not here. I built it. Flip the switch, lights go off. Flip the switch, lights go on. I even built a siren. You turn that on, all your people will rally to the defenses, which right now the defenses of this area are very minimal. I just have a small barricade here and a small turret. I'm going to go ahead and shut that off because I don't need it on. And this is Codsworth. He was actually your servant before the bombs went off. But he actually survived the war, and he's still here to serve you. Let me shut the siren off.
Hey.
Just when you think you're
This
safe.
guy here, Preston Garvey, is one of the main men of the Minutemen, and he will actually follow you around as a companion. Of course, you also have the dog, who is right here. You can ring this bell to make people come. And yeah. So that's just the starting settlement known as Sanctuary. I've actually played long enough to make it to what is known as the castle, and that was the original Minutemen's base. So that's some of the basic things in regards to the settlements, because you can build all kinds of things. You click on structures and it organizes it by miscellaneous. There's fences, there's doors, there's metal, there's wood. You can build homes that are already prefabricated. I actually put each wall and each roof piece on this. But as you see over here, there's a flat foundation. There used to be a ruined building here, and I cleared it, got all the material from it, and I was, I'm able to build here now if I want to. And only ruined buildings can be destroyed. I can't actually destroy like these buildings, for example. So that's the Sanctuary. And not very far from the Sanctuary is Vault 111, where you actually come out of being frozen, find your wife dead, and that's where you move on from there. Another thing I'd like to point out in this review, I know it's not a really in-depth review because I've never played the original Fallout games, but I'm just basing a lot of my information upon what my friends have experienced in Fallout games. I know they were in love with the game pretty much, and if I had actually known about the games earlier on, I probably would have loved them too, because I absolutely love this game. It's very important when you go around and scavenge things. Like in this thing, there's shotgun shells, grenades. That's typical. You're going to find stuff like that. But you're also going to find all kinds of different things, like, let me go in here, for example. Can't take that chair. But there might be a tin can laying on the floor, and you could pick that up, and it's used as material to build things. That's how in-depth it gets. And if you actually go into the build mode, hold the backspace button, the green line shows your limit of where you can build. And it's a huge radius here at the sanctuary. Now, some of the other places you can build are smaller, some are bigger, but you have a huge area that you can build things. And where I've built is just a very tiny area. So you have a very large possibility of things that you can do in this game, building-wise. But your overall goal is to find your son who was taken from you long ago. And of course I haven't done that yet, so I don't know anything further about that. Now I don't know about all of you. For a person like me who's never really played Fallout before, I'd give this game a 9 out of 10. I honestly would. I don't know if any of you might think that Fallout 4 here is actually not as good as the originals, but just based upon the way I perceive the game and the way my friends are perceiving the game so far, Fallout 4 is a huge improvement, and I think you're really going to love it because a lot of the things that you could do in the old Fallout games are here, and a lot more things are added. So that's my opinion, 9 out of 10. I think the graphics are beautiful. I think your abilities to do all kinds of different things in the game, it being an open world map, and possibilities are endless. And I got my gun out here. That's another thing I wanted to mention about the game. Combat is a little bit harder, at least in the opinion of my friends. Of course, like I said, never did play the game, any of the other games, so I don't know what to say, but whenever you are fighting an enemy, and you can basically pause time and select the different body parts to shoot at, and it pretty much freezes time and allows you to shoot them easy. It doesn't freeze time anymore, it just slows it down by quite a bit, so that makes it a little bit harder. And then of course the enemies are not necessarily tougher, but you're probably a little more weaker, a little more fragile, at least my friends tell me. And I've played Fallout New Vegas a little bit, so I do see some of the differences. One last little treat I want to show you guys. I do not know if this power armor thing was in the previous games, but oh my gosh, is this thing amazing. It basically gives you a huge armor boost. You're like the Terminator when you use this thing. I know my review is not really a professional review here, guys. I apologize for that, but hopefully this just kind of gave you an idea of what the game's like. But before I ramble too much, let's jump into the suit here. As you can see, my character, he's wearing a captain's hat and a general's uniform. Because you're the general, the Minuteman, and I thought, well, it's fitting. I like it. But anyway, here's what you look like in the suit, powered by fusion cores, and it protects you immensely in combat. You can upgrade it, all kinds of things. You can get out of it anywhere you want. It's absolutely fantastic, amazing. I love this game. Many hours of gameplay are going to be played. So I want to thank you all very much for watching. This was hopefully helpful in giving you knowledge about the game and helping you decide if you want to buy the game or not. But the world is moldable by you. Not the whole world, but like this entire place here can be modified. Now, these buildings that are permanent buildings, you can't change them. But anything you can build, and there's a place to build it, you can build it. So you have a lot of options. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Congratulations if you made it through this video. If you did, you've just won a 52-inch TV. I'm just kidding. But thank you all very much for watching the video. I know it wasn't the most professional video, but nonetheless I wanted to make it just to kind of give you guys an idea of what the game looks like. I know I did a very bare minimum of what the game's about, which is why you should subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to do a Let's Play series of this game, Fallout 4. And Basically, it will be in its own playlist, and you'll be able to watch me play the game from start to finish if we make it through all the way, because I have been known to start a series and not finish it. But I do Let's Plays of other video games, so if you are interested in watching people play video games, then you should subscribe to me. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that this video helps you understand the game a little bit more and helps you decide if you want to get it, which I highly recommend, because it's the same price as most video games nowadays, and it's well worth it. It's a very good game. See y'all later.